and we got some stuff to talk about on the bad side, unfortunately. Let's talk about PlayStation. Well, Sony.
PlayStation.
So something came out that basically said that the Sony's developers and Sony's higher-ups have basically said, like, how can we make more money with doing less work, and how can we capitalize on, like, our big-name products? And one of the things that they decided would be a great idea would be to talk about remaking The Last of Us. Now, The Last of Us, like, just came out, bro.
Yes.
Like, they can't remaster and sell a game that came out, 4 years ago?
Yes, they
Was
can.
it 4 years ago?
Let me look.
It has to be 4 or 5
It's
years.
2013.
2013? Okay, so it's a little over
But it's
7
not,
years old.
But it's still not remake work.
Yeah.
It's 8 years old.
It came out on PS3, PS4, yeah. It was like right at the window of the PS4. I still think it's ridiculous that they would already be remaking it. Like, they just came out with the second one.
Money grab.
So I don't know, man. It's weird that but basically what the article said was that they were like, what game could we put out and people will buy it just because they love that game so much?
Nice.
You know? And at the same time that they're doing stuff like that, like, again, I'm a Microsoft shield, but Microsoft is making all these good plays. So be interesting to see how that adjusts the console war. And the fact that you still can't get PS5s and Xboxes. So, I mean, you can't get them, which sucks. One of my youth group kids finally got a PS5. I was like,
nice.
I was like, what are you, rich?
Champ.
Champion. But yeah, so.
Champion.
I mean, how old do you think a game needs to be remade?
So much older.
Yeah?
I don't know. Probably at least 25 years.
25 years? I'm trying to think of the last remake game I played.
The Resident Evil games.
How old is Resident Evil 3?
Okay, let me look that up.
Google it.
Resident Evil 3 came out then, but like old Resident Evil 3.
Yeah.
Where's the old Resident Evil 3?
I'm saying 2002. That's my guess.
It's 22 years old.
It's 22 years old? Okay.
Yep. So in my... That's why I was fine with them remaking it. Because I was like, the game's old, the graphics suck, let's remake it.
And they changed it was, the fixed camera, then they turned it into the over-the-shoulder, like, new engine type situation. So that makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. Tony Hawk. How old was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1?
I don't know.
All right, I'm Googling it. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1.
Ow. Do it. Hurry up.
I am. 1999, right? So I mean, we're 20 plus years here is probably what you should be doing. Perfect. Diablo 2 remakes coming out. That came out in 1998. Oh no, 2001. Kingdom Hearts. So I think that we all kind of agree that 2003 is not. I'm sorry, 2013 is not long enough.
Not remakeable.
Even if it takes them 3 more years to remake it, which makes no sense. My thing is like there's nothing that's changed in the engine or in the gameplay style or like they're not going to redo anything besides make it look better.
They're just going to make it look better.
It's the HD version of the HD version. Like
yeah, exactly. It's the 4K version.
The 4K version of the HD version. That's what it's going to be.
Whatever that means.
Yeah. All right. So the second thing I want to talk about is this really sad thing called delays. More games have been delayed. New World got delayed into August, which makes it, like a year and a half of delays now?
Yes.
Kenna Bridge of Spirits was supposed to come out in March. That got delayed in March. So, like, we were all like, oh, it's sometime in March. And then mid-March, they were like, nah, just kidding. So now it's like October. I think it's August. Deathloop just got delayed, a game that I'm really excited for. That game just got delayed again into, like, August or September. So now the back half of the year is pretty stacked, but everything.
If it doesn't get delayed more,
everything's getting delayed. Speaking of delays, and worse than delays is cancellations.
True.
We had a cancellation, and that was the multiplayer of Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if your regular game can't run that well, you probably can't
Yeah, if your regular game sucks, maybe you should.
Whoa, sucks is a strong word. You keep talking like that. Riggs is going to say that all you do is copy YouTubers. Okay.
Well, okay. He's saying that about you because you haven't played the full game. He wouldn't say that about me because I've beat the game with over 30 plus hours in it.
I didn't need to play the full game to know the things I said about it were true.
So, Outriders technical issues. So the game has come out, and there are a couple major bugs that have been reported.
Yeah, a couple.
Recent patches come out, so we don't know how well that has fixed it. But apparently not super well, because a couple of people of over 90 hours in the game have just tried to log on to the game, and then just everything's gone.
Bro, everything's gone.
Everything's just eliminated. Deceased.
What's so weird about this story is contrary to Riggs' opinion, my favorite YouTube reviewer is a guy named Skillup. And Skillup just did a review on Outriders, and his review basically said this: when Outriders is fixed, you have to play it. It's amazing. Just don't play it because it's not fixed. And it was like I've never heard someone say that before, where he was legitimately really weird. This game is amazing and I love it. And you have to play it. But don't play it yet because it's broken and you could lose 90 hours worth of content. So just wait till that's done. But when all those bugs are fixed, play this game because it's amazing. And I was like, that's such a weird review.
That is a very weird review.
And I think it really just shows that these games that have gotten bad reviews because of their technical bugs and their problems like Cyberpunk, like other things were wrong too that made these like reviewers and these people not like they weren't able to look past the bugs and say, well, in a couple weeks this game's going to be great. Outriders is just so good in its core gameplay loop that they can go, it'll get fixed. So just wait for it to get fixed, or just play it anyway, even though you might lose 90 hours worth of content. And I think a lot of those people are getting their stuff back. But we also had terrible server issues when it first came out. People not able to log on, people getting kicked. I played one night with Sky, and he just kept showing up without guns. And then you showed up a couple times, like completely invisible. Like, just running around the map invisible. Sky would, like, not even log in. Then he had Unreal Engine crashes. Then it was just over and over and over. But we still kept playing. You know?
Yeah.
Like, we just kept playing. And we're still playing. Everybody in the server who's playing the game is still playing the game.
Yeah. You know? 16 hours in it, just beat the main story. Pretty dope.
Yeah. But I think it's really cool. Okay. That this game is so good at its core that even this hasn't killed it. It's still top 5 on the Steam charts.
Mm-hmm.
People are still playing the crap out of it. And like, if the game was average, the server issues and these kind of bugs would have destroyed this game. So we're going to talk a lot more about this game next show. Like, next show is probably going to be us in-game rating, like doing some in-game content, showing off some like legendaries. And then maybe bringing on a couple people to talk about the game. It'll probably be solely based on Outriders. But I did want to put in here that it's kind of crazy how many technical issues they had. So that is our Straight to Helheim segment. You know, not that bad today. Not that bad.
No,
could have been much worse. Not a lot of, not a lot of corporations, doing stupid, awful stuff. So